Hi everyone! Tonight I am making okonomiyaki, which is a Japanese cabbage pancake. I'm making it vegan, so I will be substituting a lot of the ingredients for vegan ones, and I'll let you know along the way which ones I substitute. Follow me! I'm going to start by shredding 2 cups of Napa cabbage. To this I'm going to add 1/2 of an onion sliced thin. You can also use scallions. Now I'm going to make our batter. I'm going to start with 1/4 cup of flour. This is gluten-free flour. 3 teaspoons of salt. Since I'm making this vegan, I'm going to use some just egg. I'm going to add the equivalent of 3 eggs. Teaspoon of sesame oil. And a teaspoon of soy sauce. Again, I'm using gluten-free tamari. I'm going to whisk this together, and then I'm going to add it to the cabbage and onions. I'm going to mix this until it's fully incorporated, and then I'm going to let it sit for 10 minutes. The cabbage and onions have had a chance to soften in the batter, and now we're going to cook it. I'm going to pour about 3 tablespoons of avocado oil in a hot pan. Swirl it around. Then you're going to put in your mixture. And flatten it out. You want to flatten it out so you can get all of the air out of it and it's nice and compact. I have this set to high heat. I'm going to cook it until it is very nicely browned on one side, and then we're going to flip it and cook it on the other side. Periodically you want to move it around and make sure it's not sticking to the pan. Make sure that you are using a non-stick pan for this. Okay, now it's time to flip. In order to do this, I'm going to transfer it into another pan, and then I'm going to flip this pan over into this pan. Let's see if I can get this right. Now we're going to flatten this down again and cook it for another few minutes on this side until it is nicely browned. In the meantime, we're going to make our sauce. I'm going to start with about 1/4 cup of veganese. Normally you would add Worcestershire sauce to that, but it's not vegan, so I'm going to approximate this with a little bit of coconut aminos. That adds the sweetness. A little bit of gluten-free soy sauce, that adds the saltiness. About 1/2 teaspoon of each. Some garlic powder. About 1/4 teaspoon. And about a teaspoon of ketchup. Traditionally you make okonomiyaki sauce with Worcestershire sauce, oyster sauce, soy sauce, and mayonnaise. but I am making this vegan and gluten-free version. The other two things that we're going to top this with is some sriracha for heat, and then we're going to top it with two kinds of seaweed. We're going to top it with nori furikake, which is some seaweed seasonings and sesame seeds, and then, because normally you would add bonito flakes, but since this is a vegan dish and bonito flakes are fish, I'm going to approximate that seafood taste with some seaweed sheets, and I'm going to crumble them on top. The pancake is nicely browned on both sides, and I'm going to transfer it to a plate. It has a nice crunch to it. We're going to top it with our sauce. We're going to add some of that sriracha to it. If you like it spicy, you can add more. The nori furikake. And the crumbled up seaweed sheets. So this is it, our vegan okonomiyaki. The seaweed is a really nice approximation. If you're not vegan, you can make this with regular eggs. You would use 3 of them, regular mayonnaise, and then you could put the bonito flakes, which are really nice, very, very thinly sliced dried fish, on top of it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this now because I am starving. Until next time, enjoy!